I'm Earl Stewart. I welcome you to Earl Stewart on Cars Mystery Shopping Report. By the way, this is Hollywood, Florida. A lot of people don't know about Hollywood. Yep. Well, the further south you go, the more vicious the car dealers become. So anyway, Toyota Hollywood is a huge dealership. It's one of the largest in the United States. One time they were number one, very short period of time. Long ago, Toyota in California has been number one forever. But Toyota Hollywood, they're in the top three or four. Usually two or three, which means they sell thousands and thousands and thousands of new Toyotas every year. It's not unusual during availability of cars for Toyota Hollywood to sell 1,000 cars or more in 1 month. So they're huge. Here's Agent Lightning's report, speaking in the first person. I arrived late in the evening, walked into the dealership. She walked by 15 salespeople. There were more salespeople inside, but no one said as much as hello to me. I approached the customer service desk, and a young girl greeted me with a smile, but didn't say anything. I then asked, do you know if you have any hybrid Grand Highlanders available? She asked me to please give her a minute and then call for someone to come up front. I stood there waiting. They had a one-man band playing music at the front door, along with an enormous Christmas tree. When I saw that, I thought I had the wrong mystery shopping report, maybe from the, anyway, but they had a Christmas tree. After about 5 minutes, a young, eager salesman approached me, with a big smile, extended his hands for a handshake, and himself as Stan. What brought you in today, Stan asked. I'll be in need of another car next week, as I'll be adding a newly licensed driver to our household, I replied. Do you have any hybrid Grand Highlanders in stock? Unfortunately, we don't, he replied. I have customers waiting for 4 months and longer. They're also being marked up 5,000, 6,000, even 10,000 above sticker because of how hard they are to come by. But I do have several regular Grand Highlanders in stock. Would you be interested? That's not our first choice, but yes, we will take one. Time is not on my side, I said, so Stan asked me to follow him so he could show me what's available in the non-hybrid Grand Highlanders. We headed to an elevator, went to their parking garage. They had several non-hybrid Grand Highlanders in stock. I picked a black one, a limited model with an MSRP of $54,559. The addendum added window tint, $399. That's $399. A market value adjustment of $4,995. That's because they think they should charge more money for the car. And $199 for door edge guards, which probably cost the dealer $50. Pinstripes maybe cost the dealer $50. And it's $199 for the two of them. Neither the Monroney label nor the addendum were where they were supposed to be. Now, we talked about the federal fine. That's $1,000. I don't remember visiting a dealer in South Florida, we must have, that had their Monroney labels on the car. They're all violating. Anybody from the government listening, there's millions and millions of dollars for your picking right here in South Florida. All you got to do, hop in the car and start taking pictures of cars. You can collect millions of dollars in revenue, which will offset my taxes and your taxes. And that's what you ought to do.
The reason for the law, the reason you're not supposed to remove it is so the customer has complete assurance that the information they're looking at is for the car they're looking at. Yeah. And honestly, in a lot of dealerships, I mean, I can see even at our dealership when we can get sloppy with some of the housekeeping things, how Monroney labels could get shuffled around at a big dealership like this, and somebody might end up making a mistake. I don't think they're taking them off purposely to confuse people. I think they're just very sloppy.
Well, some are taking it off purposely, some don't. So we went for a test drive, and I was sold. I really liked the car. I'd love to see the numbers on this, but I see the window sticker has a markup, I noted. Not on these. I'll take care of you. So it did have a markup, but here we go with the negotiation. So Stan's going to take care of me. Stan, the salesman.
Stan the man.
Stan the man. He also pointed out changing the subject. It's a 4-cylinder, which gets much better gas mileage. I asked if they come with all-weather mats. I was under the impression this trim level did. I'm sure we could throw those in for you if you decide to buy today, he replied. Anyway, we went back inside. I commented on all the decorations. What do you have in a hoedown? Stan Lass said, every month they do something new and big. We went to his desk, Stan's desk, and he asked for my number, pulled me up in their system. Stan confirmed my name and information. He then excused himself to go get me a price sheet, asking about my credit score to get me a good quote. He returned with his worksheet. Okay, the market value, after they kicked it up about $6,000, was $59,559. Discount $5,000. Mark it up, not mark it down. Sale price $54,559. And of course, that's MSRP, and that's not really the sale price because wait till you hear what comes next. I sat and waited for about 14 minutes before Stan returned with a new price sheet. This one looked like your typical dealer worksheet. The top line was labeled market value, $59,559. There was the $5,000 discount. And then here are the fees, which were not fees, which is profit, which is a markup on the price, which he did not have on the price that he said was the price. So they tell you this is the price, and you can say, okay, that's the price plus tax and tag, but this is the price plus junk fees. And here we are, more junk fees. $899 in dealer fee and $650 in title fees, which is more junk. I made my real price $56,108. So now we're up to $1,549 over MSRP. I asked, is this the best you can do, Stan? How soon are you going to buy? Stan responded, hopefully this weekend, I said. The answer is, I'll tell you what, you come back and see me tomorrow or Saturday, and I'm almost certain I can get you another $3,000 to $3,500 off. So that's the standard get them back in the door technique. You can't let them out with a real price, because if you let them, meaning you, the buyer, out with a real price, you will do something outrageous. You will take the real price and you'll shop and compare it. And car buyers are not allowed to do that. You can only buy from the dealer that you go into the first time. So they're not going to give you the real price because they don't want their real price to be, I mean, as I say this, it just sounds so absurd. That's the system, folks. So if you want the real price at Hollywood Toyota, you got to go back in. And then he might be able to give another $3,000 to $3,500 off. So that when you go into another dealership, a Toyota dealership, you're thinking, well, maybe I could buy that for $3,500 less.
It plays on like a person's like gambling senses in their brain. It's like, I'm going to roll this dice and something good's going to come up.
Yeah. And the guy that you left to go to get the $3,500, which you probably won't get, he tells you the same thing.
Yeah.
If you come back, I had one dealer we shopped one time, he'd hold up the business card. He says, I've got your best price written here, and I'll show it to you when you come back.
Right.
I mean, is that childish? I mean,
maybe that worked in the 40s.
Anyway, he explained that he would have more sales managers on, and if I bring the sheet back with me, he'll get a great deal from another manager. Well, it's possible.
It's working as managers.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Russian roulette. The price is. You can get three different prices, probably from three different salespeople.
On the same day.
And you got three different managers. There is no price. It's just the price that you end up with, and it's a crazy game.
And if you like that, then come on down to South Florida.
Yeah, if you love to haggle and you love to argue and you love to negotiate, South Florida is the negotiation grounds of champions for the car buyer.
I'm going to give them a C.
Give them just a flat C.
My grade is a D.
I'm going to go with a C. And when you think about Sodom and Gomorrah of South Florida, they're in the heart of this district. But I'm going to stick with my C. Hi, this is Earl Stewart. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to be notified of new videos that we post to our YouTube channel, simply click on the subscribe button and the bell icon in the lower right-hand side of the screen.